I thought I would share a tip with you. I've been asked a few times, how do I clean my dolls? In this house, it's kind of a production, and it's a two-step thing. So I thought I would show you exactly what I do. The first step is I clean the shelves, and before I can clean the shelves, obviously I have to take all of the dolls off, and here's my tool of choice. So I am going to take all my dolls off. I move them to another location. One, because it's fun for me to like see them somewhere else, and it's a fun thing. Cleaning is fun. And then what I usually do is once the dolls are off, I take my, this is a very soft duster, and I usually run the duster across the corners. I don't want to knock my girls off. And then I also do the tops too. I really inspect to see the quantity of dust or how the condition of the shelves all across the rooms. So before I do the dusting of the dolls, I do want to give you a few tips on how I keep my dolls as clean as possible to begin with. So in my doll room here, which I'll do a tour in a little bit, I try to minimize the amount of sunlight that comes in. That doesn't mean that I want it to be a cave or anything. I do open the windows when I'm in here, but when I'm not in here, I keep the light just as limited as possible because you don't want anything to fade or bleed or anything like that. I also try to keep this room as clean as possible. I do have cats, so when I'm not in the room, the cats have no access in here. That being said, I'm in here a lot and I love my kitties, so there is some cat hair in here. So I'm often vacuuming and just keeping the room itself as clean as possible. And I know that sounds like a lot of work, but when you love something this much, it doesn't seem like work to take care of it. So I think that's it for my tips. So let me show you how I clean my dolls. Okay guys, so I've taken out a handful of my dolls from one of the shelves to give you an idea of kind of part two of cleaning dolls. Like I said, I enjoy taking them out and kind of checking them out, make sure everything looks cool. But I use two main tools to clean my dolls. The first one is compressed air. So you can get this, I got this on Amazon.com. There are two ways to use it. You can use the little nozzle or you can use it without. I like it with. And you can get these anywhere, really, office supply stores. And then the second thing is this nifty little tool. Now this is an electronics cleaner, and it's made to like, it's got a rubber tip, and it's made to clean like keyboards and monitors and stuff like that, little small spaces. And this is perfect for getting in the creases and the hair of your doll. So let me actually show you what I do. Okay, so I am going to give Snow White and Cinderella here a cleaning. The first thing that I do is I remove anything that is easily removable, like headbands. They'll need their own cleaning. Accessories, anything that you don't want blowing away. And make sure they're nice and sturdy on their stand as much as they can. And then, so the first thing I do is I use the compressed air, and I hold it about 6 to 8 inches away. You don't want to blow them off like a tornado. And I just give them kind of a once over. So careful on the hair because it gets frizzy easily, but I just get like that excess dust. Now be careful not to hold it too close because if you spray it for too long, you can tell it gets kind of cold, and sometimes it actually gets wet. So just be careful of that. You might want to just take breaks in between, so just don't spray them all at once. All right, and then the second thing I do is I use the electronics cleaner with this little cool rubber head, and I really get into the creases, especially in their hair. Now, Snow White is kind of a pig pen. She always catches all this dust, and I really just run the duster across her head. And I start from the top, and then I work my way down to her bangs. And I don't know if you can see this, but she's the dirtiest girl. I don't even know why. But you can see on here, it does pick up quite a bit of dust. It's minor, but especially with her black hair, you can really see it. And then I just keep it clean, and then I, from there, go into the creases of the dress to get the rest of the dust out. I know that sounds like a lot of work, and it is, but it's just another way, I think, to enjoy your dolls. So the same thing for Cinderella. I would just run the cleaner through her hair, especially the top parts where the dust will collect the most. And then, get that cleaned off, just make sure I get into like creases. Anywhere where you think dust might collect, just run that through. Like she's got some cool pleats here, or that might attract dust. And then I also do accessories. So you probably can't tell, but this is very, very dusty. So I just run this across Snow White's bow and take the dust off. And this wasn't even red anymore. She really needed a cleaning. All right, and then once that's all finished, I might do another, just because you've kind of kicked up a little bit of dust. I might just run this over once more. Give her a little air shower. And that is how I clean my dolls. If you have any questions, let me know.